came here for love.
We back. No, we're not. Fuck Leo.
Can I just start this episode by apologizing for being so incredibly spicy in the last episode?
I think it was well deserved, honestly.
I think it was an indication that I need more therapy.
You were just so triggered.
Like, even I was rewatching our episode that aired yesterday. Obviously, today's Wednesday when we're recording. And our episode aired yesterday, and I was like, Molly. And poor Alyssa is fighting for her life, being like, well, hold on, he's still sweet in this chapter. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. He's love bombing her and her children, and I hate this guy. And while I'm still very frustrated with him, I'd like to take a step back and be like, there must be something more to this that I don't understand. But oh boy, the hole we are in, I don't know how Annabel Monaghan is going to dig us out of it.
I don't know either, and I will tell you, the thing that cracks me up that I've learned, that I've told you, is that when you make a decision when you're reading a book and you don't like someone or you're pissed off, like, that is it. You're done. You're done. You're done. She got her Celsius.
She's got her Celsius, and she took her Lexapro.
Oh,
Pew, pew, pew.
Welcome everybody to A Novel Bunch, your modern day book club. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun YouTube stuff. And if you're listening on a platform like iTunes or maybe Audible and you're loving the vibes, feel free to drop a review. It really helps us to connect with all of our fellow readers. Now today we are going to be reviewing chapter 16 through 20 of Nora Goes Off Script. We have been having so much fun with this book. Miss Molly, do you want to start us off?
But do you guys want to see that I bedazzled the book?
Oh my god.
I must love something about it because I'm bedazzling it. I'm going to do this fine. I'm going to do yellow and pink here. And then you have to, the trick is you got to leave like a little bit of space here so that when you open the page, the diamonds don't fall off. But how fun is this?
Now, when you started doing this, did it come with directions so you knew what you just said about you got to be careful, or you just kind of trial and error on your end?
I'm just a craft queen. So I've been there, done that, made the mistake, moved forward.
Okay, so she knows.
This is not her first rodeo, okay? I've been bedazzling since 92.
Yes, I love it. Do you remember when we actually used to bedazzle the phones, but not the cases? It was the actual phone.
Correct. Every phone I had, I bedazzled, and it would be like 35 pounds. I'd have to be like, ugh.
So okay. Good.
Hey, Mom.
Flip.
It's the best.
Well, I can't wait to bedazzle when I'm with you soon in real life. We're going to have so much fun. We'll see how mine goes because I love shiny, sparkly things off. But my patience with crafts, I don't know. We got to see. We got to see. Sure. Maybe I'll have a spritzer with it and I'll be a little more relaxed. I don't know.
As you should. As you should. Get a nice little alcohol spritz. We'll turn on some kind of romance something on TV. I usually bedazzle or do crafts while I'm watching football or basketball, which is the juxtaposition that is my brain.
You know, it's so funny because I knew you were going to think of soft, nice music, and I was like, we're going to be blasting like Drake while we
No. At no point was I thinking soft, nice music. It is fucking Kodak Black down there.
I don't think I've ever heard a better transition in my life into chapter 20.
Whoa.
Do you want to kick us off, baby girl?
Let's do it. All right. So chapter 16, our girl, Nora, she's trying to move on. Leo is a big old butthead. She's going to throw a barbecue for Labor Day. The kids are going back to school. Like, life is kind of a little bit coming back to normal. She's back in the tea house without Leo, which is depressing, but she's writing a book. She's writing a script for, the romance channel about her love with Leo. And there was a really beautiful quote. To write is to recreate something as you'd like it to be.
Ooh.
Just so cool and therapeutic. So she's obviously writing to get it out of her system.
Yep.
And then she gets to tweak it how she wanted it to be so that she gets to live in that world and not live in, I've just been fully ghosted by the hottest man I'm going to see on TV every 3 seconds.
Now, if it were you, do you feel like this would be really tough to do? I feel like if I were writing it, I wouldn't want to rewrite it since I already lived through it with the positive ending, I'd be like, screw this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is therapeutic, but I feel like I'd be like, I can't. It's too soon.
I just remember having a really tough dead parent storyline on Days right after my mom passed away. And a lot of people were like, hey, are you okay doing this? And I remember thinking, like, it's a little bit therapeutic. Yeah. A little bit therapeutic.
Okay.
And then sometimes it'd be like, this was a mistake. This is a mistake. Why didn't I just find an evil twin? There's so many stories.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
But,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, in this story, Nora's loving it. She's feeling good. She likes rewriting it. And she was having kind of like this inner fight with herself, thinking like, could I let this go out there? You know, do I want to share this story? And she had said having a film produced about how I really felt about Leo would be epically humiliating. Having $1 million would be epically relaxing.
Right. Take that money, baby girl.
Yeah, right? I feel like I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, you know what?
If I got done dirty like that, I would take the money. I'd be like, here's the story. Because the agent says that the tea house is getting Oscar buzz, right? And that the new script she just turned in is amazing, and it shouldn't go to the romance channel. It should be a full-blown script.
Yep.
And she also said, did you fall in love with Leo? So it's obviously very clear in the script that Nora wrote that she's back in love. Like this is an incredible heartbreak she's going through. And so I think that's where Nora's concern is. Well, if my agent realized I loved him through the script, then the whole world is going to know. And more importantly and harder so, Leo's going to know.
That's the moment that I would be waiting for. I would just be like, I need to see what he thinks reading it. And it's one of those things. Is he not going to care? Was this just some little, flirtation for him? It's just that's kind of a tough pill to swallow. Right. We don't know what that's going to be like.
Right. So she gets the script back. She takes all the heart out of it and she makes it nice and kitschy for the romance channel. And her agent's like, dude, what the heck? This is terrible. Why did you do this? And she's like, I don't know if I want to be so vulnerable and do it.
Nora, too, she really does like the idea of being a serious writer.
Sure.
She's thinking to herself, well, this could be really wonderful. And she did say, as long as I keep getting men to leave me, I'll be a huge success. Shouldn't be a problem.
Couldn't relate harder.
Hang on, Nora, baby.
Endless content. So now there's a big premiere of the Tea House in New York City.
Yes.
And Nora has to go. Mm-hmm. And her sister's going to go with her, Penny. And Wheezy, our girl, Leo's assistant, sends her a stylist, a whole bunch of dresses and fancy shoes. And she doesn't want to buy the shoes, even though Burnett is like, buy the shoes, Mom. And so Burnett does a hilarious thing. She goes and calls her sister Penny and then puts Penny on the phone. And Penny goes, buy the shoes, girl. And the lesson of this story is buy the shoes.
Buy the damn shoes. Always.
Unless you have bunions. Like me, in which case they'll just sit on your counter. And so maybe don't buy the shoes because you can't wear them, buy something else. But I digress. It's neither here nor there.
But she did say these are magic shoes. So maybe these would be magic shoes for you. You don't know.
Maybe they don't hurt. Magic,
maybe they don't.
Handless shoes. Love it.
So she gets the shoes. She buys the damn shoes. And I was very proud of her in that moment. I go, good for you, girl. You get those shoes.
Yes, 100%. And one funny thing that Annabel really does hilariously is writing Nora catastrophizing that Arthur is getting into porn. Every time Arthur acts a little weird, she's like, oh my God, he's found porn and I have to have the talk with him, which is hilarious.
Oh, gosh.
So Arthur's being weird when she goes in, and then Arthur hides something and she goes, it's porn. It's got to be porn. It was so funny. I was cracking up. What does she actually find?
She finds a first edition of Oliver Twist, and apparently Leo sent this. Oh, and there was a note. There was a note where he says, tell everyone I said hi.
Tell everyone I say hi, like I wasn't in your mother 7 times a day.
It's crazy. I was going to read the note, but I never ended up saving it because the beginning of it was super kind. He was just like, hey, I believe in you. Here's this book. It was just their buddy thing. Yeah. But then at the very end, please tell everyone I say hi. How do you go from dating, leaving the mother of this kid, and then sending this?
Knowing that the male figure in this family's life also left.
Yeah.
How do you leave knowing that?
I don't know.
I'm so upset, but I'm trying really hard to be calm.
No.
She's furious. I don't blame her. And she decided she wants to rewrite the ending of the script and give Leo lice, which I don't blame her.
Sensible. I
Super
get that.
sensible.
Yeah.
The audacity of this guy to set. I would be so hot if you sent my children a present after you could not respond back. Like, what in the world could have rationalized Leo to drop off the face of the earth like this? I don't know.
And my brain is racking. I'm like, what could possibly be a good excuse? Like, you can't come back from it. I don't know.
I know. So with that, we'll bop into chapter 17.
Yep.
The tea house has premiered to great reviews, right? Everybody's loving it. The premiere is 1 week away. Oh, chapter 17 is when Wheezy sent all the dresses and the shoes. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I was a little confused. Okay, good. We're good.
Okay, that's on me. Penny's going to go with her. Penny's like, don't worry, you're going to look hot, and we're going to show him. They're planning out how to see Leo, how to tackle this. They do the carpet. Nora's not very good at doing the carpet because she's not used to being in the spotlight like this. So she's just but she looks stunning. She's in a shiny, sparkly silver dress, but it's not very Nora, right?
No, she doesn't feel like herself, which everything I'm getting from her, she really likes to be comfortable. She doesn't want to feel inauthentic. Like, she just got to be her. For me, I love to dress up. I love the hair and makeup. I love the glam. Some people don't like that, but you and I were like, give it to me, Let's make that boy pay.
100%. I want his jaw on the floor.
Yes, to just
but
be
what
like,
happens?
The opposite. She doesn't, or wait, I don't know.
You're right. The opposite. She bounces.
She leaves, and she cries. And so, okay, this is what was crazy. When I was reading this, I go, okay, she's going to go. She's going to see him. We're going to get something, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought they for sure would just have this conversation, but they get there and she doesn't want to see anything on the red carpet. And she's like, let's go inside. And instead of even sitting in the front row where they have everyone who's working on the project.
It's all reserved in the front row for a screen.
Yes. Yeah. She goes to the back. She wants to hide. I mean, they're saying the last row. She goes, oh my God. She watches as Leo and Naomi come on in, sitting next to each other, and they're in front of her. So now she's looking at them. I thought he was going to look back and see her, but he never did, right?
The audacity of him to bring Naomi in.
I know.
Like, I can't remember if he held her arm or guided her or whatever, but
yeah.
Don't touch your new girlfriend in front of your old girlfriend, man.
I don't think he ever saw her though. So I really don't. I don't think he ever got a glimpse of her. I don't even think on the carpet. I think he arrived after. And so she can't handle this. She gets up, tears are in her eyes. She's running out to the lobby, just sobbing on a bench out there. And then Wheezy comes up. Mm-hmm. And they're both consoling her. And it's just, I go, this is not what I wanted.
No.
This is not what I wanted. I thought they were going to talk. I thought something would happen. And so what does she do? She leaves. She goes home.
Yeah.
Didn't love that.
She wakes up, though, chapter 18, she wakes up to the tea house being an absolute hit, right? It's a female empowerment. They say, the tea house shows us that victimhood is a choice. We get to decide how we feel. To which Nora promptly thinks, what a load of crap. But I love it. I love the movie that she created, the authenticity of her experience. It obviously worked. The audience loves it. It's getting Oscar buzz. And now, per usual, Nora's in a little bit of a financial pickle, right? Because she needs to sell another movie to the Romance Channel or potentially make $100 million or $1 million.
Yep.
$1 million. Sorry,
yep.
$100 million. $1 million. And her bank account is going down and down and down. So now she's got to decide if she wants to sell Sunrise, which is what she's called her movie with Leo, or if she just wants to make it a little Romance Channel movie. But she's got to do it quick. And she's worried about selling her Sunrise story because of Leo. Although at this point, I'd be like, he hasn't written back to me. So I'm sending it out.
No.
I don't know.
I would be so done. I would sell it. Get your bag, baby girl. Live your, like, and also she's thinking too, Arthur's got to get braces and she wanted to start college funds. And,
She's got kids. It's not just her. Yeah.
Yeah. And her ex isn't any help. So, Ben.
Yes, exactly. But hilariously enough, it's Bernadette who helps Nora conceptualize how to write Sunrise without it being so obvious that it's about Nora and Leo. So she kind of pulls the Star is Born and has Leo play the Bradley Cooper and she plays the superstar that comes back instead of the other way around, just so it's not quite as obvious to anybody but if Leo were to read it.
Love Bernadette. That was so sweet.
Love Bernadette. And she sells it for $750,000. This is the most money this woman has seen in so long. She starts college accounts for the kiddos, and she decides she's going to redo the kitchen so things work in there. That's great. She comes home, she's looking at her bank account, she sees a big number. I tell you what, when you have watched your savings go all the way down and then you finally book a show at the last second, you get that first paycheck and you see that number, it's just like, oh, thank gosh.
So good. It's so good. Yeah.
I didn't know how that was going to happen. I didn't know how I was going to pay for this stuff. That happened to me right before SBU. All my savings was going away from Queen of the South. And I had a huge pipe burst in my home. And it was like a $70,000. It was so her insurance wouldn't cover it because it was a whole thing.
I remember this actually.
I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I got SVU. But it was literally at the last second. And that is how Hollywood works.
But isn't the universe always crazy like that, where those little things will happen and they'll come back really big, but you're also like, okay, I learned my lesson.
I would like for the universe not to push me so far.
You're like, give me a little more runway, please. Please and thank you.
Very, very scary business.
So she gets her kitchen done, which I love this for her because she didn't do anything for herself. She didn't buy the towels, the sheets. She just... all her money went to her kids. I mean, obviously, but I just felt really good for her to do this.
Me too.
Then Nora watches Wheel of Fortune. She's all happy and she's looking at her bank balance, like you said. And then she pulls out her phone and she starts looking at Leo's Instagram.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Now, do you think this girl has a Finsta or no?
No, I genuinely don't think she has a Finsta because I just don't think she cares enough about the outside world like that.
Yeah. She's like, whatever. If he sees I looked at it, whatever. I feel like I would be so nervous lurking someone.
Sure.
I'd be like, I don't want to accidentally like it, please.
My mentality is if I liked it, I got to own it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking. I was going to read. I liked it. I'm sorry.
Totally agree with you. I don't think that Nora is the Finsta life. She was just looking, and she's like, "I'm going to delete it."
But then she does.
Oh,
she finally does delete. Yeah, she's looking at her Instagram. She looks at her profile, and then she's like, "Okay, I'm done." She's tired of putting her hand on the hot stove. It hurts every time she does it, and she deletes it. And then what happens at 2 a.m? Per usual. The second you finally say, you know what, I'm good, I'm moving on, I am over this man, I'm deleting everything.
He's gotta walk right back in.
2 in the morning.
Oh my God, girl, what does he text her?
He's mad at her.
Yeah, the nerve. The fucking
is
nerve.
Mad at her because she wrote a script about their love story. And then he says, "Are you happy?" And she says, "You know what? Yeah." And she doesn't talk to him again. So that's a little tiny win for our girl because she got to like.
But he literally came at her and he was like, "I can't believe that you did this." And then she was kind of being a little witty with him. Yes. And he was like, oh, God, I forget exactly what it was he said. But he just was being so rude with his responses. Like he was so hurt. I'm like, we never heard from you. You packed up, you left, you started dating Naomi.
I'm trying to find the audacity, so sorry.
I was like, where is she looking? Did you find it?
Nope, can't find it.
All right, can't find the audacity. Noted.
Can't find it. Can't find it. Look hard, can't find it. But
yeah,
I have the line of the week at the end of this chapter.
give it to me.
So, and by the way, this is something that you would say to me if I sent you a screenshot of something bad that's happened with me and another guy. I sent you a screenshot, and so Nora sends her bestie a screenshot of this unhinged convo she's had with Leah, and her reply is, "He tells you you're the first woman he's ever been in love with while he's nursing a broken heart over Naomi. Then he leaves you to go back to her and accuses you of being heartless. There is a diagnosis in here somewhere."
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. So what is it? What is this guy got?
I have no idea. My guess would be like maybe unhealed trauma from mom dying, and then inflated ego from being super famous.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to give him like borderline personality disorder. I don't think it's that bad.
It's just so tough. And like, this is always how the conversation goes. When he was there in person, there were so many great things. I mean, this guy was wonderful.
I know.
How do you just flip a dime like that and completely change? There's got to be such good in there somewhere that I don't get it. Unless it was just a little fling and he's just a little F-boy. And
A little F-boy.
A little F-boy.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a little F-boy, so I'll stick with that.
And then we roll into chapter 19, and it's Christmas time. The kitchen's done. Her parents are in town, which love their relationship, by the way. And then all of a sudden, Arthur asks, "What do you think Dad and Leo are doing right now?"
Yeah.
And then her mom steps in because she literally looks at her mom and is like, "Please help me." And the mom
I guess your mom's really good at that. That makes me think you're like Mama Val. I feel like she'd be really good at seeing something wrong was happening and like jumping in with some unhinged thought so that you get heard over here, which she's really doing is saving you.
We always do that with her too, where it's like, just save the day, just do whatever you got to do.
Out Mama Val.
Yeah, I love Mama Val.
Love it.
But that's what her mom's doing, and she's coming up with these really just off the wall type of scenarios of where they're at, and it makes Arthur feel better, and the kids are laughing. Even Nora's laughing at this point, which is so sweet. And so they start going through all of these people, which is totally taking the attention off of, you know, that really serious question of, hey, here were two really important male role models in your life who just disappeared. Yeah. Like your dad's not there. And then Leo, who was this other great guy who sent the first edition Oliver Twist.
That's why I think I'm so upset, because it's not just Nora that's been absolutely heartbroken. There are little baby kiddos' hearts on the line here, and you still left. And I just don't know how Annabelle's going to bring this around, because I'm really truly disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. The worst thing you could hear from someone. I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed.
For sure.
Like,
oh my God.
horrific.
I would much rather my mom yell at me than just being like, I'm just disappointed in you.
Couldn't be worse. Gut wrenching. Forget about it.
Yeah, I know.
And then this kind of made me wonder too. Do you think that if Leo's sending these books and notes to Arthur, do you think they have a secret relationship going on where this isn't the first time? Do you think they've seen each other? Yeah. Like, do you think they've seen each other? I don't know why my brain is like, I wonder if Leo's been there and has seen him. I don't know why it's a thought, but I feel like
fair. That's fair, because Arthur's old enough to text, and it would be cool to text a movie star, so I'm sure he enjoys it.
Yeah.
And I do think that Leo really cared about Arthur, whether he can't allow real intimacy with Nora or not. I do think that he really cared about Arthur. So I don't know if they have a lot of talk together.
Right.
But he obviously has something there.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like there's just the secret between them that I don't know. Could be, but then also, how does Arthur not tell his mom? But then again, he didn't tell her about the book.
My little brother didn't tell my mom shit. That's what 13-year-old boys do. They don't tell their mom shit. But she tells her parents, and she shows her parents the whole text. I just pictured mom on one side, Nora in the middle, dad on the other. And they're looking, and dad goes, oh, mom goes, you were in love with him? And she goes, yeah. And dad goes, there's just something missing here. There's a missing link. I just wish he had the balls to tell you what it is. And I said, good luck, Dad, because actors don't have the balls.
I know that's right. She puts on her lipstick.
Just like I said last episode, you get to just disappear. You get to go somewhere else. So you don't really have to be held accountable. You get to live in a new world now and play a whole new character. I mean, we got to study the psyche of what it does to you to be in one place and play this one character and then leave and be a completely different person. That's hard. But I had a runner-up quote. Mom asks if Leo's going to play the lead in her new movie. Right, which would be so brutal if Leo were to play. And she says, no, Peter Harper will, who obviously is another big, sexy movie star. And Mom goes, Peter Harper, darling, you must have an affair with him, too.
And then her dad goes, Marilyn, honestly? I literally was laughing out loud at that point. I was
dead.
You must have an affair with him.
Have an affair with him, too. Her mother is both of our moms.
Yes. Yes,
I can hear Katie and Valerie.
I just love the closeness of the relationship she has with her parents, to be able to sit on the couch, to show them these text messages and, you know, like open up that takes a lot to be able to do that with you. And not everyone has that. And it made me feel so good because I feel like she does need the support in her life. You know, she's gone through so much and she's such a baddie, little strong girly. And to have her parents there just made me feel good.
I know. I love it so much. I love it so much. And then we're at chapter 20, which crazily enough is the end of this episode.
It was a really quick read. I know, because we just inhale it and they're so digestible and it's so good.
What happens at the top of chapter 20?
It's January.
Okay.
And the Tea House has been nominated for 4 Oscars, baby. What was it? Screenwriter, score, director.
No, hold on. Screenwriter, director, score. And actor.
Yeah. Frickin' best actor.
But not actress.
Not actress. Sorry, Noemi.
I'm sorry. That happens a lot in Hollywood. The guy gets the shine and the girl who probably carried it. Because I know Leo just played an asshole in it and Naomi
He did. She did. But you know what? That circles me back to when she was having a problem, Noemi, with Nora in the tea house when they were filming. And she's like, why would you act this way? Why wouldn't you cry? Why would you not care? And remember we had that conversation and I told you, Noemi is just trying to be selfish, make it about her, where she's not looking at the story, the script. So maybe that came off in her acting. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know. Just a little deep dive hypothesis.
Yeah, I love it. Wasn't as authentic of a performance as Leo's was, who was, is
just being himself. He's being himself. Yeah. Method acting, bro. You did great. Let's give you an Oscar, sir.
Congratulations for playing yourself. Oh my lord, But this is very exciting. And she texts Leo. So I wrote in my notes, I was like, tiny swoon.
I know.
She said congratulations. It was very sweet of her to reach out to him, I guess.
And then, I'm curious okay, I'll ask you my question after. So keep going. What happens? She says congrats.
Mm-hmm. And he says, same to you. And then he says, is it the sunset right now? I want to see it. Send a picture. So she does. And I said, I swear to God, if this butthead tries to weasel his way back into her life.
I guess that answers my question.
What is that?
I was going to ask you, at this point, are you anywhere inside of you rooting for them to reconcile?
Of course.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I'm rooting for them, but I care so much more about Nora than I do Leo.
I hear that.
And what I'm getting from this story is that the growth that's happened in this last year-ish has been monumental. And you can't grow like that with a guy in the beginning. I think partners can grow, like you and Freddie can continue to grow with your relationship and individually. But like there's a part, at least for me, I'll just speak for myself, where most of my growth came when I had to be by myself. Mm-hmm. And so we're seeing that with Nora. A lot of growth is happening. She is saying no to things. She told Leo, she's like, I sent the money back. That was really rude that you sent all that money, which finally she brought that up because that was killing me.
So much. It's interesting when you talk about growth and dating, in relationships when you're a little bit older, because I feel like there are two things. When you meet someone really early on, like I did with Freddie, we were so young that we had, okay, say memories from like 13 to 20, right? Like those are core memories of your life. Like, of course, when you're younger than that, you remember some things here and there, but really 13 to 20, that's a pivotal time in your life. So when you meet each other in your early 20s and you're getting to know each other, how quickly can you run through those years and be on the same page of knowing exactly what the other person went through? So then everything from those early 20s to now, we've lived together, we've grown together, we've gone through tragedies together, great things together. But when you're older and you're meeting up for the first time, like she was with Leo, they've both lived so many lives. So for her to try and grow with him when he's going through all this, she has to be alone. It is just such a different situation. So I like that she's doing her thing, because I think too, even though she was okay when Ben left, even though she wanted that, that's a lot. And you got to take that time, and you've got to really like do the work and figure things out to go full steam ahead. So I don't know, just a little rant, but
love it.
That's all.
Couldn't agree more. Could not possibly agree more. So he says, "Are you happy?" She says, "Yes." And he says, "I'll see you at the Oscar, or I'll see you. I guess I'll see you." And she goes, "When?" And he goes, "The Oscars, Nora." And then she didn't hear from him again.
It's just weird because they're texting like they're kind of friends again. We haven't had any interaction and communication. And even though we know it's a little strained, it is making me feel some type of way. And I am
But it is also avoidant one-on-one behavior of like, okay, years pass. Can I creep back into your life? And like, can we be cool even though I didn't have the guts to say anything to you about anything? I'm just going to act like it didn't happen. And that's not great either. But he seems mad at her, and Nora low-key likes that. It makes her feel she's in the power position now, because she said, now that he's borderline angry at me, I feel like a badass. And I love that. I love that.
I love it. Good. Take your power back.
Thank you. Yes. So she decides to go to the Oscar. Martin is going to be her date. Martin and one of his, young girls. Martin is also problematic. And her parents are going to go to the Vanity Fair after party, which is so fun. My dream is to take my dad and brother to that. I took them to the Emmys when I got nominated for Days, and my mom had just passed away, and it got nominated, and so they got to go. And it was just so cool to sit next to my dad and brother at the little award table. It was
of course.
So special.
When Freddie was nominated, what year was it? Maybe like 14 for an Emmy for the best actor or whatever. His parents came, and this is one of the last Emmys where they were really done, the daytime Emmys where they were really done well with the big tables, and because now it's very different. But he won, so his parents got to be there and see it, and it was just the coolest moment. I was so happy for him. I'm so happy for the parents to see that. So for her to be able, I know she's bringing her parents to the party, but to be able to see it, like, so sweet.
Yeah. So Nora and her mom go to look at dresses, and her mom, the bad bitch that she is, wants bright yellow. And it's great because when they go, I remember one time I was looking for, because every time I got nominated, I would buy myself a pair of Louboutin shoes. I don't know why I couldn't wear them. My bunions, like, what was I thinking?
Those
but anyway, that was
are very uncomfortable, just so everyone out there
knows.
knows.
Worst. So but my mom went with me the first year I got nominated, and we were sitting down, and the woman was so rude. It was like a little Pretty Woman moment. She was so rude to us. And then another sweet guy came up to us and was like, "Are you looking for shoes?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for these Louboutins." And it was genuinely like I was going to, like, if you work off commission, I was going to buy a really nice fancy shoe, but they just wrote us off. And so my mom was like, she's on a television show, right? And she just defended him. So
Stop.
That's
right. That's right. You tell them what's up, Mama B. You tell them. Where were you? Just
like a Bloomies.
Yeah. And they were giving you two? That is crazy.
But I was like 18. I was a little kid. Like, and this is
2000,
I don't know, 10.
Was this in LA?
It was in
LA?
That's true.
It's in LA, guys. Everyone's an actor. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
It shouldn't have been that surprising. But I got these like blue sparkly Louboutins, which match nothing, and I'll never wear them again. But I do love them because I got them with my mom, which is wonderful.
Oh.
But the woman at the store was looking at Nora's mom like, all right, we'll get you like a black dress because that's what all the moms would wear and whatever. Yeah. She's like, I want bright yellow. And then the woman's eyes lit up and she's like, yes, let's get you a nice loud dress. I love it.
It's perfect. And then Nora, she wanted a really pretty lavender one because Burnett told her to get that color. And it's crazy. I thought it was giving very much Julia Roberts in My Best Friend's Wedding. Remember when she wore that lavender bridesmaid's dress? That's just like instantly what went in my head. It was
Love it.
gorgeous. It hit every spot, but it was still comfortable, which that's exactly what Nora wanted. She wanted to be
Nora.
herself. Yeah. I do love, though, how Nora, she chooses authenticity over appearance. And she says, the last thing I want is to put myself in a beauty competition with Naomi. And I don't believe that Leo would fall back in love with me just because I look good. He's not that kind of person, and I wouldn't want him if he was. Painful truth right there. I just want to show up looking like myself and feeling comfortable so I can enjoy the whole thing. So that's just such a sneak peek into her mindset and where she's at. And I actually really love this because I feel like when she sees him, she's actually going to be ready for it now, as opposed to when they were at the premiere. It was too soon. She was a mess. She was crying. Like, I don't think she's going to be that way at all.
Yeah.
I just really don't. I think she's centered.
Together. I couldn't agree more. And I love that, if Leo turns out to not be a big piece of poop, that's what he loves about her, is that she is authentic. She doesn't care about the life of the money and the fame, and like she genuinely, that's not her style. I'm sure it's fun, right? It's fun to have money, but like she doesn't, she could take it or leave it. And Leo doesn't have people in his life that offer that. I mean, even his family wouldn't talk to him about the mom dying because they felt he was unapproachable. And I mean that not in a like mean way, but like like he's a famous actor now. Even the parents started looking at him as like a famous actor. So like, don't burden him with mom dying. It's like, please burden me with mom dying because she's my mother and I'm a totally normal human being. So I'm sure he appreciated that part of her before he ghosted her.
So did he really appreciate it? Because
I don't know.
Question,
right? That's a question, right? Because
oh my gosh. So if it were you, would you want to show up looking like yourself, like Nora's saying, or would you be like full on baddie glam mode, like I'm here, I'm ready to rock it out? So you see what you're missing out on. What would Molly B do?
I would split the diff. I'd 50-50 it. I'd be like, I'm gonna look hot AF, so you have to see me.
Yeah.
And I want to be comfortable. You know me, I wear Jordans. Like I'll wear Jordans on the carpet. I don't care. I take comfort over any day.
It's so funny because I've gone to so many of those Emmy shows with Freddie because obviously he was on the show for so long. And for years, I would wear really big heels. And before even getting into the venue, I would be like, I don't know how I'm going to even walk to the bathroom because I can't walk. And there was one year... This is so bad. But we left early. My feet were killing, and we took an Uber to Foreman's in Toluca Lake. I don't know if you know that restaurant, but they have the best Brussels sprouts of life. But we had this Uber driver. His name was Huggy, and he was the most fabulous, wonderful human. Just this like joyful laugh, just so much fun, and he was just cracking up with us on our way to Foreman's. And so we get to Foreman's and I'm like, I need to take these dang shoes off. And so we go in there and they're like playing the daytime Emmys. Like somehow they're streaming them and everyone's looking at us because we're totally dressed up. And we go and we sit in this little booth. We get our little Brussels sprouts and I take my freaking heels off and I'm like, girl, like I can't do this. My whole point in telling you that is for years I would wear the heels and then now I would never go as high of heels as I used to. I could never.
Right? Like they admit it would, and some women can still do it. Like Kate Beckinsale, that bitch is like, I will never not be in a heel.
Yeah,
God bless. Be me, but God bless. There's no judgment. I'm jealous. I think heels are so pretty and sexy and cool looking. But I think now sneaker culture is so cool and popular that you don't have to wear. There's so many different types of shoes now. You don't have to wear a 17-inch heel.
Or you could do a little kitten heel that's still really cute and sexy, but. I don't know. I mean, never say never. If I knew I was doing an event and I could take them off in 20 minutes after doing said carpet, I'd consider. Back to Nora, we know she would not do that. She's wearing her comfy magic shoes, and I want those magic shoes to be quite frank, too.
I don't know if they're comfy, though. She just says they're magic shoes.
That's true.
I can't imagine they're super comfortable, but...
Arthur asks her, is Leo going to be going to the Oscars? And he
Of course
is.
he's nominated.
And who's he going with?
Naomi. The balls on this guy to just be flaunting his girlfriend. Like what it makes me feel is that he was dating Naomi and then just going through a crazy rebound and just used the heck out of Nora and her kids to qualm his broken rebound heart and then dipped again.
But I gotta tell you, that is very ballsy to get a woman who is a mother involve her children. Like, that doesn't seem rebound. That seems, oh wait,
Psychotic?
I really like a little bit. Leo's giving a little psychotic.
A little. Yeah.
Book boyfriend no more.
That's right.
You know? So anywho, I just I really am feeling for Nora, but I love that she's really just blossoming into herself, and she seems like she's really healing and feeling good and ready to go tackle this. So I'm curious, what do you think is going to happen next? What do you think will happen at the Oscars when they see each other?
I have no idea, but I know that Nora feels like a more healed, developed person. And so, like you said, I don't think it's going to be like, had she seen him the last time, she would have been sobbing. Maybe she drank too much. Maybe they got in a fight, but whatever. Him too. But I think she gets to be strong.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to read that.
Oh, I can't wait.
What about you?
What do I think is going to happen? Oh, gosh. I mean, what's unique about it is that her parents are going to be at the Vanity Fair party. So, I mean, obviously she's going to be seeing him. She's going to be forced to talk to him. But I feel like in the very beginning, if you're seeing someone at an award show, it's easy to be like, oh, hi. I feel like
because it's so chaotic.
Yeah, there's so much happening. And then I feel like at the Vanity Fair party, maybe they'll see each other. Maybe they'll have a moment to talk more. I think Leo will meet her parents. It only makes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a vibe. Just a vibe.
Okay.
But I think there will be chaos. And I hope we find out just a little bit more about what happened.
I hope we get some kind of justification. She needs a little closure. I need to know what the heck Leo's problem is. And that's what I want to find out.
Yeah. So tell us, Leo.
Tell us.
So that's what we think is going to happen, but I cannot wait. I'm literally going to hang up and read this.
Absolutely. I'm actually going to do therapy and then I'm going to read it.
I love it. That's perfect. So on brand for us.
Yes.
So on brand. All right, Bunchies. Well, next week we will be doing chapters 21 through 25?
26.
21 through 26. So make sure you are reading so you can chat along with us. We're having so much fun and we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.